Hello, everyone. We're back again with the books of the Bible. So today we will look at a brief summary of the Book of Esther. The Book of Esther is stated to be written around 470 to 424 BC. The author is, however, unknown. It was written for the Jewish people. And the purpose for writing this book was to provide a historical background of the Feast of Purim, an annual festival that commemorates God's salvation of the Jewish people, similar to their deliverance from slavery in Egypt. It also was written to emphasize God's continuous love for his people, his willingness to preserve them, and also to demonstrate that in all circumstances, God is always in control. The Book of Esther is the second book in the Bible named for a woman, and it tells the story of a courageous and highly favored, beautiful young woman by the name of Esther. She was willing to risk her life to save her people from destruction. Esther chapter 4, verse 14 is one of the most powerful, notable verses in the Bible. It states, "For if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this." This verse is part of a conversation between Mordecai and Esther, Queen Esther, urging her to use her position to help deliver her people from total annihilation. It's often cited to inspire believers to take action and recognize the significance of their roles in critical moments in their lives. The author of the book, well, as mentioned before, is unknown, but some do believe that Ezra or Nehemiah may have written it due to similarities in literary styles. Others believe it was Mordecai. The story of Esther takes place during the reign of King Xerxes I of Persia, primarily in the king's palace in Susa, the capital of the Persian Empire. Esther, also called Hadassah in Hebrew, was born and raised in Persia about a century after the Babylonian captivity. Now, after the death of her parents, she was adopted by her older cousin Mordecai, who raised her until she um, developed into a beautiful young lady and the deliverer of her people by becoming the queen of Persia. The story of Esther illustrates a pattern in the way God moves. Regardless of a person's background, he is ready to raise a man or woman of his choosing to deliver his people from destruction. Such a person must have a heart to serve and a heart for people, and the fear of God, who loves God unconditionally. And we see this in the lives of certain biblical characters. We see this with Moses, with Joseph, with Joshua, David, and many others throughout history, biblical history. Now, even though God is not explicitly mentioned in the book of Esther, the Jewish people still recognize his mighty hand in their midst. And we do see him as being at work behind the scenes, putting his plan together according to his own divine purpose. And so here we end the brief summary on the book of Esther, and we will continue again next time with the book of Job. Until then, do take care and remain blessed.